So we're here in Wenatchee, Washington. And here in Wenatchee, it's, less than 1% of the people are black. And, really I wanted to come out and just see what's it like to be that person. I realize that, there's probably a lot of us that, don't feel like that we're doing anything racist, or we don't feel racist. Does the black community feel included? And I want to make sure, like everybody feels that this is a good place to live. And so we're just here asking stories, just finding out, what it's like to be a black person living in our community, and are we doing a good job to make sure that they're included, and are we making our community a better place to live for everyone?
Came out here last season for football. I was out here for a total of 5 months on last year, and I went back home, and I came out here for this up and coming season, but due to the coronavirus, that didn't happen. So right now I'm just out here working.
What's it like living that part of Florida?
Well, growing up you have to embrace, your surroundings, man. So it's a struggle. It's rough. You pretty much, like I said, exposed to drugs on a daily basis, gang activity, gun violence, and it's just a different lifestyle from the average community around the country, man. Parents work hard to try to make ends meet. In the process, water and light still getting cut off, and it's just a daily struggle, man. Like I said, it ain't like it skipped from 1 week to the next, or 1 month to the next, or this year, that year. It's a daily struggle for us, man, growing up in the hood, what we call the hood, because it's just a way of life that you are pretty much labeled with, and you are expected to live, amongst your peers, so it could be a struggle, man. A lot of peer pressure, a lot of, like I say, drugs and gun violence, man. We're right next neighboring cities to one of the pretty much one of the racist cities in our county, Lake Alfred. Man, they're known for a lot of racist people, along with a few other cities that well-known racist people live. So we try to pretty much stay away from there. Lake Alfred is one of those places where their police, pretty much adapt to their culture. So, driving as a black man driving through Lake Alfred, you're on edge, because at any point you can be pulled over by a white car, and Lord knows what can happen, because they're racist there, and it's kind of fear that you live with, not knowing what's gonna happen the next minute, the next second, the next hour. So it's a constant fear, man, just growing up in the hood and being, exposed to racism. Like, racism here is totally different from how it is in the South. It's a different level of racism in the South. Like they say, history shows you people being lynched and things like that, and we deal with pure hate to this day. People calling you the N-word, and telling you they don't want to be around, this color person or that color person. So it's a way of life for us, man. It's just the raw reality of life. I met a lot of great people here that along the way helped me feel, like I belong here. But the truth is, man, I done encountered the racism, the people who act like I don't belong here. I was just in the store yesterday, and I walked up to the register, and I guess I got too close to a guy, and I don't want to say, I hope it was because of Corona, but it's like I was almost contagious to him. And, it took everything in me to keep from asking him, sir, man, am I any harm to you or something like that? Because he felt kind of offended. The body language he gave out to me. So it's just, man, I feel accepted by, like I got good friends here like Ronnie and Mike Leeds and the Putney family, and it's a couple more people. I don't want to name too many people because I don't want to forget nobody, but the Schaefers that I live with, great family, man. They embrace me from day one. They treat me no different than they treat their own kids. They give access to vehicles. I'm loved here by many, but I'm also, knowing that I'm not accepted by people here too as well. So first day out in the neighborhood, I got the police called on me because I was black. in a white neighborhood. The police told me that they got a call about a white guy walking in the neighborhood, and it wasn't just one police that pulled up on me. It was within the time span of like 30 seconds from the first police officer engaging me. It was a total of 7-8 police cars pulling up for this one black guy. And remind you, I'm walking with a white man. So I'm trying to understand at what point did I pose any threat to anybody in that community. All I was doing is trying to, get out and work on my public relations skills, introduce myself to the community here, being the quarterback of the team. Just wanted to get a feel of the type of people that I was going to be dealing with here while I'm here, away from my family. So, yeah, man, it's been a journey, but like I feel accepted for the most part because, like I said, I'm only around people who love me here anyway. So the people who don't feel like I belong, I don't interact with them, so it don't really affect me. Man, this is the start. The protesting around the country is the start of what the community can do to make a black man feel comfortable, man, just because it says that people are tired of, seeing us treated a certain way, the unjust, we're robbed of opportunity, we're robbed of, economic equality. We're robbed of a lot of different things that different races don't have to, go through. Like I said, we fought hard and worked hard to build this country, and here it is. No disrespect to no other race, but every other race is welcome here more than the black race. We still at the bottom of the totem pole. They've treated it like, I'm just be honest, if you just look at it, with racism comes with a lot of derogatory name calling. We've been told for centuries we're coons, we're monkeys, we're jackasses, we're this, that, and the third, go back to the jungle where you belong. So some people has processed that over the time, down through the generations. Some people have passed that down through generations. So this is what America breeded in the black community. You said we was animals. You treated us like animals. So this is the response that you get from the black people, because like I said, our pain and hurt is totally different from anybody else, because we suffer different for a country that we built and a country that we fight for. Not fought for, we still fight for daily. So if we're not good enough to be a part of this country, how are we good enough to go and fight for this country? It don't make sense. I was raised to love everybody. So I was always raised to embrace every race. So to me, all lives do matter. But the only way all lives can matter is black lives have to matter. If black lives don't matter, then all lives don't matter. The difference between growing up in white America and black America, we deal with evictions on a daily basis. We deal with poverty. No income to provide. Sometimes we don't know where our next meal coming from, our next pair of shoes. It's hard, man. Like we suffer for so long. When is enough gonna be enough? And at this point, we need white America to understand that it's no white America without black America. But we got to put all colors to the side and understand that God, our creator, is, he come in spirit form, not race. He created all us equal. He created all us in his likeness, in his image. So at no point do I have the right to feel like I'm better than you. At no point you feel like you better than him, and so forth, so on. Nobody's better than nobody because he created us all equal. As a man, Like I said, we all have the same human anatomy. Women have the same human anatomy. You know what I'm saying? We may fall off short with a couple limbs here and there, but we still different. We still not different. And that's the thing. People got to understand, everybody's already different. So we don't need no more, you know what I'm saying, different people. We need different makers. We need people to make the difference. You know what I'm saying? Because we're all unique and different in our own way. But the only way to fix this problem is people got to be willing to change and make that difference and understand truth. You know what I'm saying? You may be raised a certain way. If you was raised to hate, it ain't your fault. But it is your fault to not gain knowledge on the truth. I just want people to understand, man, like, hey, as a human race, man, we all bleed one color, and, you know, all lives do matter. But until Black Lives Matter, man, no life don't matter. And you can say police brutality, but at the end of the day, all that was headed by racism, you know, hate. And the only way for us to fight hate and counter hate, man, we gotta fight it with love. So that's what, you know what I'm saying, our message as a race, as a human race, not as a colored race, but as a human race, we got to spread that message more and more often.